Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a new story. As I promised that we are going to be doing Hagwood stories. Uh, Here's our next story. Stay tuned. Okay, my boss tried to cut my salary, but what she said next was what shook me the most because what do you mean you're cutting my salary? So, my school didn't want me to work full time anymore. It had issues to do with the school, nothing to do with me, but that also meant that they have to cut my salary, which was what I was not agreeing with, because I know I was underpaid and I was okay with being underpaid at that moment because I didn't have any experience with Korea, and also I didn't know better. So the problem was them saying they are making me work less hours and then cutting my salary, which means what am I going to save? If you're cutting my salary, I'm already not earning enough and I'm already struggling with the money that you're paying me because I feel like I should be getting more. But then now you decide that you want to cut my salary because your hours are less. And I had friends who worked the same amount of hours I was working and they were getting paid the right amount, which I will not say because everyone negotiates on their own and it has nothing to do with me, and whatever they got paid was what they negotiated and I couldn't do that part for myself. I just wanted the opportunity to come abroad, I guess. So, but then them saying that I have to get the same salary because the students are going to be moved and stuff, all those things. My biggest concern was not even them moving the students because that means I had less hours, which I was okay with. But them cutting my salary and then telling me that, oh, if you want to keep your salary, that means that we can organize for you to have extra classes after school. So you will. One of them said you will come because they were co-partners. One of them said because you can come to my house and you can teach so and so. There are students who had graduated, so they needed extra lessons, which was not my concern because they didn't come back to the school as elementary school students. So they were like, we can offer you these classes or these one-on-one classes with these students so you can come to my house and teach these students. I'm like, what do you mean come to your house? Because in my head I'm like, if you're giving me students, then why don't they come here? Because in like when she was saying that, the way I was processing the information was like, okay, cool, if I'm getting extra students, which means 2 more hours, that means that they are going to, why do they not come to the school? Why should I be going to someone else's house? And then on top of that, they're saying that is legal. How is it legal that I have to go to someone else's house and teach under the school name in their space, which I'm not comfortable with? I'm okay with the space of I'm okay with the school. Like I can go to any school and I will get comfortable within 3-4 days, but not someone's house. Imagine me every day traveling to someone's house to teach a student. It's not even their house. It's not even a student's house. Like it didn't make sense. And then they were telling me things like, oh, we can make it legal. Oh, I was saying, not them telling me, like first I was saying Oh, but that's not illegal. There's no way we can do things like that. How do you suppose we do that? And then they were like, it's very legal. We can, you be signed in under the contract of the school. So whatever you are doing is going to be put on the contract. I'm like, I know you ain't gonna do that, but how can I argue? So I'm like, this is not how it works. It doesn't have to be like that. So mind you, the student does not, the house is not the student's house. It's one of their houses, which means that I'm the one, sorry, my alarm, which means that I have to go to someone's house with the students. So both me and the students are like foreign to this house, or maybe they've been there, but still it didn't make sense. So I had to go to that teacher's house, and then I will teach a student for like, I had 2 students, which means I will be teaching them for like 2 hours. They were saying 2 hours, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes each, something like that. So I was like, nah, this doesn't sound right. And they're like, oh, if you want it to sound like, if you want it to be legal, like if you want to make sure, you can contact the school's lawyer and they can tell you that it's really legal. I'm like, your lawyer? It's like, oh, no, it's the school's lawyer. I'm like, you're Korean, your school, your lawyer. It's your school, so it's your lawyer. So are you telling me that they can be my lawyer too because they're school's lawyer? No, I don't think that's it. So I felt like it was not fair. I was like, no, you can reduce my hours, you can, but I will not be taking the salary that you guys are offering. Like, for me, it's not working. Oh well. To be honest, I was even scared to say it's too little, but I did tell them that I'm very sorry, it's not gonna be enough for the things that I'm doing. I'm doing huge projects at home, and that money is not going to do any justice to what I'm doing at home. That means I'm not gonna be having savings. I'm not gonna have enough money in Korea, pay my bills and all the other fun stuff that I love to do, because at that time I was so eager to travel around Korea, not as I am now. But yeah, so that was the main point, that there's no way that money will sustain me. Like, even the money that I was getting paid was, I felt like it was enough but not enough, because the more money you have, the more expenses you get. Like, if you see your salary, if your salary goes up, you are like, now I'm getting paid more, which means more savings, so, or more spending, so you're adding on into something. At that time I was still paying for my phone, which was expensive at that time. It's still expensive. Like, I hate paying for my phone. I wish I could they can just let me pay 3 months, and not even a lot of money, just a little bit of money. So if you're working abroad and you're always I would advise that you always read your contract to make sure that, sometimes I miss 1 or 2 things, and I always go back to my contract. If anything happens in my workplace, I always go back to my contract to read what they have said in the contract if I have missed something, because you cannot grasp everything at the same time when you are signing the contracts. You could agree to most of the things, which is why we sign our contracts, and then later on you're like, okay, this one I don't agree with, but because I signed the contract, I can abide on it. So so I'm saying, like, read your contract and don't let anyone pressure you into doing something that you wouldn't be able to do, and you feel like it's not right by you to do it. So also, like, doing work that you're not paid for, and the working hours were good, but the salary Like, they should have kept my salary the same. That's what I'm arguing. They should have kept my salary the same with the reduced hours, because they were not paying me enough anyway. I was running short on my salary. They should have just kept it the same and I would have stayed with the school, though I wanted change at that time, so they might have not done anything to change my mind. Have you ever guys had any stories like this? Please share them in a comment and what you think about my story. I would love to hear from you guys. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. You guys are not inviting your friends, and it is making me very sad. Someone owes me their friend to follow me, and I will find you. Okay guys, bye. Love you.